Hey, what's going on? Coach Corey here. Today, I'm going to talk with you about my bottom 5 favorite things about keto, ketovore, and carnivore diets. Last week in my Facebook group, I believe it was, I posted a video on my 5 favorite things. That video is now up on YouTube as well, so check it out here on my channel. But I think it's only fair that I address some things that I don't really like about it as well, right? Like, not everything is always the greatest and the best, and I'm over here talking up high fat, low carb, and we should all be doing this and manipulate your hormones and let's lose weight and all of this great stuff. But there's definitely things about this diet that I'm not loving. And so in the spirit of full transparency, let's dive in. I'm gonna list them and then I'll talk about each one of them individually. So my bottom 5 favorite things about keto and carnivore. Number 1, body odor. Number 2, some gastrointestinal changes, GI tract stuff. Number 3, I'll talk a little bit about the changing of my body sensations. Number 4, treat yourself days. They're out the window. And number 5, eating slow results in cold steaks. So these are my 5 least favorite things about keto, and I'm gonna dive in here. Number 1 is body odor. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've experienced some interesting changes to my body odor, which I am managing with a non-aluminum antiperspirant and kind of trying to control that scent. So a follow-up is that I'm someone that really hasn't had the best sleep history. I often sweat when I sleep. So sometimes when I wake up in the morning, if I have sweated overnight, let's just say I feel bad for my fiance. Number 2 is GI changes. Listen, you can't be in nutrition, you can't be a nutrition coach and not talk about pooping. And so this is just natural. There's so many things that are changing throughout my body as my metabolism heals, like on a cellular level, I'm healing and getting better. But with that, there's definitely, getting rid of waste and getting rid of these things that are kind of no longer serving you, so to speak. So anyway, lots of changes going on in the body. And I absolutely noticed that with my poop schedule and just things going on in the GI tract. So I'm troubleshooting around those things. And if I find anything significant, I'll definitely bring that to you in a video as well. But big changes going on there. Number 3 was body sensations. And for me, the big one is hydration. And there's this really delicate balance of staying as hydrated as you need to be without flushing all of your electrolytes. So what I've been experiencing is, over the course of the day, we'll start out with a nice big breakfast, tons of fat, a great amount of protein, and it really sets us off on the right course for the day. We can really hone in and focus and feel like we're firing on all cylinders. My fiance and I, we're doing this together. But there's definitely a point where you're staying hydrated, and I don't have the glycogen store in my muscle the way someone who's eating carbohydrates does. So it flushes through your system pretty quickly. You're not really holding on to a lot of body water. So we'll find that I'm kind of flushing my electrolytes. And the really easy fix here is from Ken Berry, I think it was, but it could have been any of these guys in the space. Recommends just a quick lick of the finger, dip it in some salt, and get after it again. And kind of that bump of salt just gives you the electrolytes that you need and can kind of refocus you and bring you back to life almost. So as I said, still kind of figuring that out. And then generally speaking, body sensations are just different. Again, so much changes going on when you change your diet. You absolutely are what you eat. So you're experiencing this total body kind of transformation that can be either for the good or for the bad in some cases. In this case, it's great. And again, just navigating through these changes. So learning a lot about myself and my fiance about himself all of the time. Number 4, treat yourself days are gone. Treat yourself days make you feel like shit when you are dialed in all of the other days of the week. So, when we first started out on this, we kind of embarked on this journey around the end of October, beginning of November. And we would go, a whole week, and we were very proud of ourselves. And we're like, let's go ahead and treat ourselves. And we won't do this again for another week. We'll just satisfy the craving, get it done. And then, we'll be right back on schedule. I always say this with my clients and with myself. Quick reset, get right back on it kind of thing. And so we started doing that on this diet. And then what we noticed is we would go, 6 days without kind of that treat yourself, and then have that treat yourself. And then we'd go 7 or 8 days, and then 8 or 10 days. And I think we're going into at least about 2.5 to 3 weeks of really not treating ourselves because it feels terrible. It doesn't feel like a treat. So just kind of a shift on perspective on what it means to treat yourself might look like a handful of bacon to me now, as opposed to a brownie or a cheesecake, something like that from our favorite bakery. And then last one is eating slow results in cold steaks. So one of the first rules in nutrition that I'll go over with my clients, and something that I try to remember for myself because I eat really fast, is to eat slow. And when we eat slow, we give time for our hormonal signals to get to the brain to say, hey, I'm about done eating. I'm feeling pretty full. You can stop, right? But if we eat really fast, we get all the food in our bodies before we pick up on that signal, and then that can result in overeating. So if you're just embarking on a nutrition journey, if the only thing that you do is eat slow, you're gonna notice changes mentally and physically. It's that powerful. So when you're eating steaks and bacon and eggs, I mean, good luck eating fast. You literally can't get it down. You're gonna choke. So eating slow, especially when it comes to big ribeye steaks, means that the last quarter to a third of my steak is probably gonna be colder than I wish it was. Hey, if those are the worst things, go ahead and hop on over and watch my top 5 favorite things about keto. They very much outweigh these small problems and bumps on the road, is what I really believe that these are. Again, there's a lot of change going on as I have kind of maybe gone against my own advice and really overhauled my diet, but I was so ready for it. So that dramatic change in my diet is resulting in dramatic changes in the body as well. So if you're someone who is interested in keto, ketovore, or carnivore, I do highly recommend that you don't embark on that journey on your own, whether you're seeking out help from a professional like a coach or even a doctor, a trusted clinician can help take you through that journey as well. At minimum, embark on it with a friend or a significant other, someone who you can talk to about what's going on in your body, kind of compare and help each other find some good information about what's going on with you. Let me know what questions you have here. Let me know if there's anything else that you're interested in learning. If I can look it up for you, read an article or two, a study, and kind of translate that for you so that you understand what's going on with yourself, please don't hesitate to ask those questions or reach out. Again, Coach Corey here, just keeping it simple with your nutrition. I can't wait to see you back here soon. Take it easy.